All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown between the Nigerian nightmare Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. Colby Covington maintains status as one of the best welterweights in the world.
He is absolutely one of the best welterweights in the world. A lot of times people mistake the talk and the persona for Colby not being able to be a fighter. Colby Covington is a fantastic fighter, and he will get in your face from the moment they're official or the moment the referee says fight, and the pace, and the cardio, and the work rate that he will push on his opponents is enough to break guys. Guys that are traditionally known as phenomenal cardio fighters like Rafael Anjos melt under Colby Covington. He is a great fighter and a very, very hard worker.
Well, even dating to his time on The Ultimate Fighter, DC, back in 2015, you got the sense very early on that Kamaru Usman could be something special. As he has always put it, I'm a problem. He's a champion, he's a real problem.
Yes, he is a problem because he has a pace and pressure that most guys can't handle. We saw it in the RDA fight. We saw it in the Woodley fight. And because his wrestling is so smothering, as he showed in the Moraes fight, his striking opportunities open themselves up. Kamaru Usman, as you say, J.A., is a real problem for anybody at 107.
And he's a loyalist. He has been true to his coaches, Henry Hoof, Greg Jones, and everybody else. Kamaru Usman has realized the dream, and will try to take it to the next level here too. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. So these fighters are just a year apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Colby Chaos Covington! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 20 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready.
All right, we are underway here at the home of the UFC, the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. Ooh, blocks the shot. Single collar tie now.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that. Big knee lands there. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, looked like that left hand found the target.
Found the target as it has on so many occasions tonight.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes him stop throwing.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be. Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
Both fighters here continuing to try to get a more dominant position in the clinch, getting fatigued in the process, I would think.
It's very taxing to be chest to chest a position we call 50-50 because nobody has the advantage. Who's gonna be the one to find that?
Now he's masterful from here.
Oh, he went to a single, switched to a high crotch, takes him for a ride, slams him on his back. What a takedown.
How's that feel to be on the wrong end of that?
Nah, I mean, honestly,
I knew that was coming.
experienced.
Covington's got it. And he's out. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
5 minutes in the books.
No way you got that one. You lost that one. Okay, but we're going to take this next one back. We know you can do it. We're going to stick to our striking. We can't handle.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
Usman gets caught with that punch. All right, single collar tie now.
One of the most important strikes in the clinch is this big body shot.
Usman gets the tie. So now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Close guard. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective.
Oh, and he gets the takedown. Useful. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on his back. Now he's going for the rear naked choke.
Oh, nice.
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Well, these numbers unofficial, but they are strong. 73 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. And a pretty efficient effort thus far, landing with 77% accuracy against Colby Covington. 1-2 there by Usman. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch out.
Oh, another takedown by Kamaru Usman. 30 seconds to go in round two. Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
This is it. 5 more minutes is the last round. That's all we need is to keep doing the same thing you've been doing.
All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished, man. It was punches, it was elbows, it was transitions into the elbows. I mean, he had so much more knowledge in this area that although his opponent is a...
Oh! He's got him hurt here. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his...
Oh, he gets the takedown. Could ill afford that. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Covington's got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side. Oh, looks like he's going for an armbar here. How tight is that?
Oh!
And he's out. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. His opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. So these numbers unofficial, but they are strong. 108 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. And landing at a 74% clip, of course, unofficially, but 74% the accuracy thus far against Colby Covington. All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah, no more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock him out. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Looking for a guillotine.
Oh, wow, oh!
Nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Covington's face would have to be classified as a mess. Cut on his cheek, and it's only getting worse. 15 seconds. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
All right, so as many expected, this fight goes the distance, but a lot of action in there, particularly when it comes to his offensive wrestling.
I mean, he wrestled at a really high level tonight. He knew that his opponent was going to get back to his feet if he got taken down. But he was so committed to the takedown, to the pressure, to the grind, they say, that he was able to really wear him down and get the victory.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman!
All right, so the judges are in agreement tonight. He is your winner by unanimous decision. Certainly pretty easy fight to score, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was an easy fight to score. Whereas his opponent had a few moments, he was the one that truly did lead all the interactions. He's the person that truly did dictate if the fight was standing or on the ground. This is his fight. He won this fight, and he won it